It is February 2nd, and we're going to prep a rocket for a test fire. We're going to get a couple things going here. I started this a little bit earlier, but we wound up watching the grandkids today, so I don't remember exactly where I left off. So this is Thursday evening, February 2nd, 2023. Here's a model rocket from way back, and we have the nose cone and the streamer, some wadding, the engine, push stick. Yeah, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a test fire of this rocket in anticipation of launching in the near future with my grandson. He seems quite interested in the model rockets in the other room. All right, we had done a similar one a while ago with my grandson, but I think we're going to do a little bit more involved one. So we're going to put the wadding in, and we're going to push it down. The wadding is it keeps the hot gases from the ejection charge. I'm going to push the wadding, which will then push the streamer and pop the nose section instead of all the hot gases melting the streamer. The streamer is old. It looks like it probably has, someone probably has not used wadding in the past. Let's see if we can get that to fit in there. Yep. Yep. Well, the harder you have to push it in, the less likely it's gonna eject. Okay, and then we have the engine. It's a B60. So there's zero delay between when the engine burns out and the ejection charge happens. So powered flight, and it pops the top. Sometimes you have a delay to get you a ballistic path that you like. All right, so I think we're prepped and ready for test firing. Okay, I thought I'd take a little time just to explain the launch control. We built this right down here. It says built by my son in July 24th 2003. So we built this as a project, father-son project. He was interested in an electronics project, so we designed the circuitry. We bought the pieces and we fabricated, assembled, and we tested it. So we have this part goes near the rocket. We have a battery pack, 12-volt battery pack, and we'll probably show this all hooked up tomorrow. But so we went with a battery pack because I'll show you some of the rockets that we were launching at school. Some bigger rockets, igniters needed a lot more current. AA batteries weren't reliable. You spend a half an hour getting a class together, walk out in the field, and a thing doesn't work. It's kind of discouraging for everyone. So we went with 12 volts, good current. These clips go to the igniter. We'll show it hooked up tomorrow. We also have a test plug so we can test to make sure that this works before we hook up the igniter. This allows the control operator to be probably 20-30 feet away. It just plugs in. And you can see we have a safety, which we keep that out until everyone's clear and ready. And then we can push that in. It's our safety enable. Our continuity light is lit. We have a siren. And then if we watch this light over here, I don't know if we can see this. I'll turn this off for a minute. And that's our test launch. So 3, 2, 1, ignition. And that would light the igniter. And that's our test. And we pull this plug out when we actually have the igniter connected, and then all the current goes to the igniter and it launches. So that's kind of an overview of our launch system. It works reliably. It's like phenomenal. We've used this since 2003, so like 20 years, and it until the battery dies and we have to replace it. Like works flawlessly, like wintertime, summertime, pouring rain, whatever. It always makes me feel very accomplished that this was a father-son project, and it's like such an awesome thing that works so well. Yeah, it brings back lots of good memories. Good morning. It's Friday, February 3rd, 2023, and you can see we have some brilliant sunshine, but it's also in the single digits, and it's got a 20-mile-an-hour wind, so it's quite of a bite out here, but it feels like if this is the day to get test fire. So this is the rocket that we prepped last night. We got a nose cone, we got wadding, got a streamer, we got our engine, and you can see we have the igniter, pink cap, and we got the Gallagher clips, which connect down to our ignition wires, and we have, let's zoom out, we have our battery pack, 12 volts, and we have a wire running to our control unit in here. The safety's not in yet, so we're going to get the camera on a stand, and then we're going to do a test fire. Okay, just a little review of the sequence here. So I unplugged the cable. So we put the launch key in here. We'd check continuity. We'd press the siren. It would give a countdown, and then 3, 2, 1, ignition, and it'll launch. So I'm gonna have the camera focused on the rocket out here, so you're not gonna see that part. Alright, we're ready for a test fire of our rocket. Clear! We got the safety, we got a continuity light. Countdown. 3, 2, 1, 0. Alright, so here's the rocket. So you can see the engine ignited, and it has some burn marks on the hockey stick. It looks like a little bit of burn mark on here. Let's zoom out a bit. And here's our streamer, which really didn't unfurl too much. And then we have over here the wadding. Oh, yeah, you can see the wadding's pretty burnt from the ejection charge. Yeah, pretty neat.